when you do the TVs, you have to sign that sheet, and that releases. If you flip that thing over and read it, which we never did, we didn't give a rat's ass. And I mentioned Jimmy Valiant. Me and Jimmy has got a heck of a history. Seems like for 7 years, every Wednesday in Raleigh, North Carolina, I put Jimmy Valiant over. And I mean, the match, this is the match now. I'm going to tell you, the match is shoot me off, hit me with an elbow, drop the elbow on me, 1, 2, 3. That was a match. But actually, before his music stopped playing, he beat Rick Harris 1, 2, 3. And become best. He was a good friend. If you can have a friend in this business, we were close to it. But Jimmy is what, 80, 81
He
now?
just turned 80 last week. I called him, yeah.
Yeah. Happy birthday, brother. If you're watching this, Jimmy, happy birthday, brother, from Old Black Bart. I put on there on his Facebook thing. Of course, I don't know. He probably don't never look at that. But anyway, the stuff that we went through, and that's we all three. Gerald, you work for WWE Wrestler too,
right?
Y'all's tag team up there, right?
Yeah.
And of course, we know Johnny. He worked up there, and I worked up there. As a matter of fact, they're still showing my matches on that deadgum that $9.95 deal, and I never got a penny for that, but I don't care. They're still watching.
They keep that name out there. They keep that name out there for you, though. Right?
I don't know how they get how. When you do the TVs, you have to sign that sheet, and that releases. If you flip that thing over and read it, which we never did, we didn't give a rat's ass. Who gives a rat's ass what we're signing? As long as we get that paycheck and we get that bonus every night, that draw, and I'm talking about WWE now. You didn't get no damn draws in WCW. You can forget that, dude. You work, and then you got your pay on a paycheck, or you didn't get it. And up in WWE, I was there as WWF, but you had to get paid for TV. You had to stand in line, and when they run out of money in that line,
it was gone.
You didn't get paid. You didn't get nothing. I said, what? And you get used to that 350, 450. That's just to carry around in your damn pocket, and then you make it. I make good money up there, brother. And you will never hear me say anything bad about Vince McMahon and his pay, because he was paying me main event pay, or at least I thought it was main event pay. It may not have been, but I'm making 300. I made 13 months. I made over $350,000.
Wow,
for Vince McMahon. Okay, and and you look back, and I'm not bringing that up to brag. I'm not bringing it up to brag. Me and my wife Bonnie at the time, we had a 6-bedroom house in Fort Myers, Florida. We had every kind of fruit you could imagine growing around our house. We had a pond, and the pond is a lake for you dead young people in ancients. Is a little lake in the back of your dead gum, and I could throw a lure over here and catch old Tom. I could throw a lure over here and catch old Joe. I had them dead gum bass named, and every one of them was over 10 pounds a piece.
And they'd come to you when you called them. Huh?
You could dang near just take some food and dangle out there, and they come up to you, talk to you. But I didn't get at that time, brother. We were never home. We were never ever home.
How many days? Do you remember how many days you went in a row, Bart?
Yes, brother.
Where it was obnoxious, the numbers.
I was on contract with Vince. but it was when I got a day off, it was supposed to be 4 days off. All right, but that it always well, we need you to work. We need you to work this day, and then we need you to work this day, and so you go home and you got 1 day. You know what I'm saying? And I done been out there 3 months. And I said I would like, my kids. It took my kids a couple of days to say, "Hey, that's Dad." You know what I'm saying? I'm not. If I'm lying, I'm dying, brother. My daughter, she'd look at me and said, "Well, who are you?" Well, Justin, I'm your dad. Remember? You see all these pictures of me being here when I used to be here. But the thing, and me and Bonnie, we pretty much just we blowed. Akbar tried to get me to do the money market accounts with him. Akbar, when he died, I knew of 4 money market accounts that he made $1,000 a month off them money markets. And he had more than that, but I know of 4 because he showed me how he was. And I would tell Bonnie, Bonnie, come on, let's do this. We're for our future. Well, Bonnie, I don't know if Bonnie knew she was going to die early and didn't really give a rat's ass, or what deal was, but she said, "Nah, we'll wrestle forever." Well, and back then we thought
you thought you would, yeah, you did.
We believed that we would wrestle forever. That was it. We would become managers. They would be territories. There was 40 territories you could go make a living, a good living. 40, John. Right here in the state of Texas, there was 4. In Oklahoma, there was 2. Okay. In Louisiana, there was 1, and I think 2 before Watts took over up there. But now you can't even get booked. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, Bart,
Bart, who?
Bart.